If you want to remove Discord from Zapier, you're in the right place. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps to disconnect Discord from your Zapier account safely and cleanly. This is useful if you no longer use the integration, want to switch accounts, or just want to keep your connected apps organized. Before we begin, if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more simple software tutorials just like this one. It really helps the channel and lets you know when new guides are posted. Alright, let's get started. First, open Zapier in your browser and go to your main dashboard. Once you're signed in, look for the section that manages your connected apps. In Zapier, this is called App Connections. This is where all of your linked services are stored, including Discord. Click on App Connections to view your connected accounts. After that, find Discord in the list. If you have several apps connected, you may need to scroll or use the search area to locate it faster. When you see Discord, look to the right side of that connection and click the three-dot menu next to it. Once the menu opens, you'll see options for that app connection. Click Delete. Zapier will now ask you to confirm that you want to remove the connection. This step is important because it makes sure you don't accidentally disconnect the wrong app. After clicking Delete, choose Delete Connection to fully remove Discord from Zapier. Once confirmed, Zapier will disconnect Discord from your account, and the app will no longer be available for your existing or future Zap workflows unless you reconnect it later. If you are using Discord inside any active Zaps, it's a good idea to review those automations afterward. You may need to replace Discord with another app, update the trigger, or pause any workflows that depend on that connection. That way, you can avoid broken automations or failed tasks. And that's it. You've now removed Discord from Zapier in just a few clicks. It's a simple process, but knowing where to go saves a lot of time when you're managing your integrations. If this tutorial helped, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you want more Zapier guides in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.